Welcome everybody to Morale's Man Cave where we keep the party going. Today's topic is, can we really use Chat GPT for everything? I'm gonna say absolutely not. The reason why I say this is because Chat GPT is a quick source. I get it to go to some quick information, so forth, so on. Hey, Chat GPT, what is atoms, pluses, irons, and equals this, so forth, so on? I get it for that for the most part. But I don't think we use ChatGPT for everything. Let me explain. People in college right now, and they're using this great invention called a cell phone for any and everything. They're using ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Listen to the teacher. Teacher got the whole exam, the whole lecture is on the phones, recording, so forth, so on, and ChatGPT translates it, so forth, so on. It's cool. Oh my God, the notes. I can. The teacher said this. I got it. It makes sense now, so forth, so on. Cool. Now, in some colleges, I don't know, I haven't never been to college myself personally, but it said there was an open book test. Get the oh my God, let me take this test. But no, you know what? I'm using my open book. It's called Chat GPT. Chat GPT helped me out, so forth. So I get an A, 100 on the test. And now I went through my whole 4 years of college to say I'm a doctor to a degree, a lawyer, maybe an accountant, maybe general studies, maybe business, whatever it may be, it's irrelevant what the degree is. But 4 years of my life, I've used a cell phone to quote unquote cheat and use Chat GPT for the answers. I can study using Chat GPT. I can do Chat GPT. Now, I graduated from college. I'm in the real world. I got a degree from college XYZ. Hooray! I got the hat on my head. Oh my God, you graduated. You so lucky. You got 70,000 in student loans. We ain't talk about that right now. But in general, you graduated from college. Congratulations. Now I put on my resume. I went to college XYZ. I may or may not have experience. It's irrelevant. You write on your resume, so forth, so on. Cool. They're not expecting you from the job force to have really much going on because you're a 22-year-old, male or female, is irrelevant to gender, coming out of college. Now, here's the blank. This is what Chat GBT hurts you guys. You guys don't know how to talk at all. Your conversation is hot garbage because you're texting your whole conversations throughout life. Hey girl, how you doing? Emoji, text message, emoji, text message, emoji. Now you go to your first job interview. Whatever you wrote on your resume was so impactful that the employer say, you know what? I have got to interview this male or female. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the job interview. You got your dress attire on, got a nice collar shirt on. If you're a male, if you're a female, you got something on that's very business casual. Or I prefer a little bit more overdressed. I better be overdressed and underdressed. So maybe a suit or something more professional. The job interview, sitting down there, and the employer's reading your resume. Okay, I see you went to school XYZ, you got college degree XYZ. You know what? Here's the most important part that people who use Chat GPT all the time never think about. So, tell me about yourself. Ooh, sheesh. This is where the social skills of Chat GPT don't help you at all. I ask the question again. Your employer got your resume. He's sitting there. She's sitting there. It's irrelevant to gender. Look at your resume. Hey, do me a favor. Tell me about yourself. Oof. Chat GPT can't tell you about yourself. Chat GPT can't answer any questions on a job interview. But you've used it for 4 years while you're in college, while you're in high school. It's irrelevant how long you've used it for, but use it so much it's your go-to method. Now, it's actually the most basic question of all time, and you're stuck because all you've ever done was use social media and AI to answer all of your questions. Now you're like, damn, I never asked my question before. How do I describe myself? Well, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? About you know what I mean. I'm from city XYZ, I went to school XYZ. You know what I mean, right? And the employers look at you like, really, for real. Like, can you explain? Can you tell me about yourself? Well, I never had to ask that question before. I know I'm 22 years old and I'm young. Can you give me a pass? Can I in a job interview? Can I go to my Chat GPT and ask myself, hey, Chat GPT, how do I answer this question? Tell me about yourself. That's where we're at right now. And in 2026, this is unfortunately the future that I see coming about. The real conversation has went away. Back in the 1900s, talking was such a normal, everybody can do it. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, pick a ethnicity, pick a gender. Everybody was talking because we didn't have any distractions. But nowadays, this great invention called Chat GPT and other AI things, we use it for everything. I've seen people go on dates and they'll cross from each other and they're texting each other. Full-blown conversation while eating a meal. What we doing? So my overall question is, I get using AI for certain things. There might be some crazy question that might come up, so forth. By all means, tap into it, so forth, so on. But let's bring back real conversations because this ain't working. You go to a job interview, let's say hypothetically, you pass a test about tell me about yourself. They don't ask other questions like, okay, here's another crazy interview question I've been seeing a lot lately, or actually in my life. If you happen to be an animal, which one would you be and why? But, and most people would be like, I'll be a dog because I'm a man's best friend. That's a terrible answer. I would be a cat so I could just roam around the world and lick myself all day long. It's a terrible answer in a job interview. What I'm showing you guys is how bad this invention is actually hurting the brain capacity for most people because they cannot have a conversation anymore. The conversation is LOL. Hey, do you know XYZ so forth? One like I don't know those abbreviations. You know what I'm saying? What's the newest term they got right now? Twin. I'm not nobody's twin. I'm a grown ass man. We're talking about twin. Now, I'm not a biological twin. There's some twins out here so forth, so on. I'm 48 years old. I don't go by all of these nicknames. Unc, I'm down with Unc because I know I'm old. I got gray hairs on purpose. I don't use it in Beijing. What are we doing? Where is the true conversations anymore? Because I'm telling you, okay, let's say hypothetically somehow someone you pass that job, the job interview, and actually get the job, and something really appears and so forth, so on. And let's say you have one of those jobs, you don't have access to your phone. You can't go to Chat GPT anymore. Let's say hypothetically you're a lawyer, you're in the courtroom. You can't use Chat GPT, baby. There needs to be going back to the basics of writing things on a piece of paper, spelling it out, and actually studying from that. Matter of fact, I got a homework assignment for everybody watching this video. What is the Dewey Decimal System? I'll say it again. Here's my question for anybody watching this video. Write it in the comments. What is the Dewey Decimal System? This is how lost we are right now with this great invention called cell phones because we don't know what the Dewey Decimal System is because no one does it anymore. I was about to give the answer. I thought about it. I'm not going to give the answer. I almost gave it away. I'm not going to do it though. What is the Dewey Decimal System? But long story short, the intent of this video is to show you guys that parents, be very careful of these inventions. Here's another question, parents. At what age should you give your kid a cell phone, a tablet, so forth, so on? I've seen kids in a restaurant at 2 years old going like this the whole time. Focus on this thing, pressing buttons. They're not watching Sesame Street. They're not listening to maybe the Reading Rainbow. There's no education game. They're watching full-blown adult shows. They're watching shows like what's that with Bad Girls Club? They're watching Real House of Atlanta at 2 years old. And then you wonder why we have the degenerates we have going on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this video is to show you guys that this invention, it is cool. It works. It saves our time. But if we don't watch out ourselves, it's getting away from the conversation. People are stuck on certain buzzwords that makes no sense at all because it's a thing that's on social media or on Chat GPT. What are we doing right now? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Either way, write in the comments. Do you like what I'm saying? Cool. If you don't like it, cool. Most importantly, how can we get better? But most important, the best part of this whole video is I'm asking you guys a true question. What is the Dewey Decimal System? With that being said, let's keep the party going.